What if everything you learned about money was backwards? What if working harder made you poorer? Sounds crazy, right? But millions live that way every single day. Let's talk about something schools never teach: how money actually works. Most people spend life working for money. The rich, they learn how to make money work for them. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Here's what this means and why it could change your entire future. Picture a boy named Ethan Carter, age 20, living in Ohio. He's smart, he's polite, he studies hard. He listens to his dad, just like most of us were taught to do. His dad is a proud school teacher, good man, loves books, loves education. And he has one rule for Ethan: study hard, get good grades, and find a secure job. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Sounds safe, right? But Ethan's life is about to flip like a page in a finance textbook. One afternoon, Ethan visits his best friend's house. A house so big it looks like the garage alone could fit a small country. Marble tiles, fancy cars, and a kitchen so shiny it could blind you. His friend's father, Mr. Bennett, is not a doctor, not a lawyer, not a professor. He didn't even finish high school, but he's rich, really rich. Ethan's curiosity hits maximum speed, so he asks the question that starts his journey: how do I become rich? Instead of answering, Mr. Bennett smiles and says, "You really want to learn? Then don't ask me for money. Ask me how to make it." Rich Dad, Poor Dad. That sentence hits Ethan harder than a slap of reality, because most people do the opposite. They don't ask how to make money. They ask for a paycheck. They want more income, but they never learn how money actually works. That's why two fathers raised Robert Kiyosaki with opposite beliefs. One said, "The love of money is evil." The other said, "The lack of money is evil." Rich Dad, Poor Dad. One encouraged him to work for money. The other taught him to think, how can I afford it? One saw money as a danger. The other saw it as a tool. Now guess which father became rich, and which one died struggling with bills. Back to Ethan. Mr. Bennett offers him a deal. Work for me for a month. I'll pay you almost nothing. But if you stick around, I'll teach you more than a college degree ever will. Ethan's jaw drops. No money? Who works without getting paid? That sounds stupid, right? But here's the catch. Most people work for money all their life and still end up broke. They trade hours for dollars and then complain when the dollars disappear in bills and taxes. On page after page of Robert's story, the lesson is loud. The rich don't work for money. They make money work for them. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. So Ethan takes the job. 3 hours every weekend at Mr. Bennett's small convenience store. Dusting shelves, cleaning fridges, stacking products. Boring, exhausting, and badly paid. After a few weeks, Ethan is angry. I mean, really angry. He storms up to Mr. Bennett and says, "This isn't fair. You don't pay me enough." Mr. Bennett smiles and replies softly, "Good. That anger means you're learning." Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Then he asks a question Ethan never forgets. When you feel underpaid, do you think with your brain or your emotions? Ethan freezes. Most people, Bennett continues, let fear and desire control them. Fear of being poor makes them work. Desire for money makes them spend. So they repeat the cycle forever. He calls it the rat race. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Work, earn, spend. Work, earn, until life is gone. Suddenly, Ethan understands. His entire life has been built on chasing paychecks, not knowledge. Bennett leans in and taps Ethan on the forehead. If you fix this, their life changes forever. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Then he raises his eyebrows and says, "So, you want your brain to make you rich? Then learn this." Lesson 1. Learn how money works, not just how to earn it. That's the difference between a rich mind and a poor one. A poor dad encourages safety. A rich dad encourages creativity. A poor dad says, "I can't afford it." A rich dad asks, "How can I afford it?" Rich dad, poor dad. A poor dad builds a resume. A rich dad builds assets. Rich dad, poor dad. A poor dad wants a secure job. A rich dad wants financial freedom. Now Ethan sees the truth. Money isn't the answer. Money is the outcome. The answer is financial education. So Mr. Bennett starts teaching him fundamental rules of wealth. Rule 1. The rich don't buy luxuries first. They build assets first, and assets pay for luxuries. Rule 2. The poor buy liabilities thinking they're assets. A house isn't an asset if it takes money from your pocket instead of putting money in it. Rich dad, poor dad. Rule 3. The rich focus on owning systems, not working in systems. That's why Ethan's Tad dad works for someone else, but Bennett owns businesses that hire others. Rule 4. Your mind is your greatest investment. Schools teach you how to earn. They rarely teach you how to manage, grow, and protect money. Then the most powerful lesson arrives. Don't say you can't afford something, Bennett says. That kills the mind. Instead ask, how can I afford it? Questions make the brain work. Statements shut it down. Ethan realizes that his father's love of stability never taught him how to become financially independent. And stability can sometimes be the biggest trap. Look around the world today. People graduate with debt. They get jobs to pay that debt. Then they borrow more to buy things they don't need. And they work even more to keep paying. So the cycle continues like a wheel that never stops spinning. The lesson hits like lightning. Financial struggle is not about how much you earn. It's about what you know. That's why doctors, lawyers, engineers, even government officials can earn great salaries and still be broke. Rich dad, poor dad. They were never taught how money works, just how to work for it. So Ethan now sees money differently. He sees systems. He sees value. He sees opportunities. And most importantly, he understands this. Money comes and goes, but financial education stays for life. Rich dad, poor dad. When you know how money works, you don't fear losing it. You can rebuild. You can recover. You can rise again. The rich aren't rich because of money. They're rich because of financial intelligence. So Ethan makes a decision, the same decision Robert made at age 9, to study money, not just earn it. Rich dad, poor dad. He stops chasing paychecks. He stops dreaming of salaries. He starts learning the rules of assets, liabilities, taxes, corporations, and investing. That is how ordinary people break out of the rat race. That is how money begins working for you. And that is how Ethan, and anyone listening to this right now, can change the direction of their life. Not by earning more, but by learning more. Because the most powerful asset you have isn't your job. It isn't your bank balance. It isn't the car you drive. It's the 6-inch space between your ears. Invest in that, and wealth follows. So ask yourself today, do you want to work for money? Or do you want money to work for you? If you're ready to learn how money really works, click subscribe, stay curious, and keep asking, how can I afford it? The journey to wealth doesn't start in your wallet. It starts in your mind. Hi, if you liked our video, please click the like button. If you want to ask us something, type it in the comment box. If you want to stay updated with our latest upcoming videos, please subscribe to my channel.